my name is Geoff Manchester. I'm a product specialist with iZotope, and we are here at NAB 2018. I'm going to show you a bit of a power tip with RX6 Advanced. People are used to using RX6 to decrease the presence of certain sounds like a dog barking, someone whistling, whatever, but a maybe secret kind of workflow is to attack a little bit of audio, select it, and maybe bring it to the forefront. In the case of this audio example, we have a documentary where the director wanted a very specific element of the mix, in this case a flute, to come up and be pushed forward in the mix because it was a little quiet. I'm going to show you how to do that. First, we're going to take a look at it in RX, and then I'm going to use my software here to select that flute, and again, make it more pronounced, make it more present. So, this is what the audio sounds like now. So the flute that leads into the title sequence, a little bit quiet. We can go into RX, visualize it, and make it louder, but just the flute. So I'm going to go into RX over here, and here's that audio that we just heard, just the music bed, not the dialogue. I'm going to zoom in over here, and here's that flute. So what I'm going to do is, using the spectrogram here, I can see that this line here represents that flute. I'm going to use the time and frequency selection tool and just start selecting where I'm hearing that flute. It's a little bit of work, but it's going to pay off in the end here. And by the way, I'm making contiguous selections by holding Shift, waiting for that little plus sign, and then continuing on with my selections. So from here, I can have a listen to the entire audio example around the selection, or I can hear just what's in my selection with this second play button right next to the first play button. So now I know I've confidently isolated that flute, but I want to get the harmonics above it, which make up the timbre, the kind of soul of the instrument, and we can do that really well by going over to the little harmonics tool here and selecting the overtones above the fundamental frequency. I'm going to go 6 over, and now I'll play this back. So now we've captured more of the instrument. So now that we have just the flute and its harmonics, what I want to do is, action the note from the director, in this case, to make just this flute louder. And again, people are used to taking things out with RX, but we can actually enhance what's already there too, in a very granular way. So I'm going to go to the gain module here, and at its default, it's set to 0 dBs. I'm going to bring it up to around 10 dBs. Press process on just the flute. So here's after. And here's before. So I'm going to return to my processed flute, and I'll send it back through RX Connect, back into Pro Tools. Switch back into Pro Tools here. And now I'm ready to render the changes. I'll press render. And now we have a new title sequence with a much more powerful flute. So there's a little power tip to, instead of remove stuff with RX, to make stuff more present, more pronounced using the gain module in RX6. All right, thank you so much for watching. To find out more tips, more learning tools and all that stuff, head to our website. We have a learning section, and there you can actually download test files, follow along. They're free, so you can follow step by step on how to make the most of RX6, or go to our official YouTube channel. Take care.